Today I want to explain a few waitlist options that we have in the system, because all, let's say, three of them, they can be called waitlist, but they really behave differently. So option number one is a waitlist for appointments. It's not a subject of this video. So in your apps, in apps for your clients, in mobile and web applications, clients can add themselves to the waiting list, a kind of subscribe to specific date in the future. So if date is not available yet or fully booked, they subscribe, and if it gets available, they receive notification that they can now go and create appointments. And solution number 2 and 3, they are for walk-ins. Number 3 is a pretty new one, and number 2, which we now call walk-in appointments, we already have. So two of them, they work through self-check-in kiosk and solution for self-check-ins. Let's take a look first in the system. So if you go in our main menu to apps, queue and kiosk, you will find a page to configure this app. You can change colors, you can customize pages. It's not also a subject of this video. Here we more cover functionality. And also there is a link which you can open on your tablet. So if you do it, it will show you a page like this. I say on tablet because you most likely will open it for your clients in a client's tablet. This page, however, is not for clients. It's more for you to select what you want to be open. You select location if you have more than one, and here we have three screens. Screen number 1 is our first version, and it's a self-check-in where clients basically create an appointment for today. So they select next available time, and they somehow take this time and wait. Option number 2, it's a check-in to walk-in queue screen, and as it says here, clients don't select any specific time. It's more like a classic queue. First in, first out. They just wait before you call for them. And the queue screen, it's a screen to be open on a TV screen. So if you have like a big TV or big computer screen in your barbershop, and you can show clients waiting list, this is a screen to show. So we will take a look on it a bit later. So let's first take alt option, or option with appointments. So this is a screen to be open on a client's tablet. This is a one big button, start new self-check-in. They click on it. So here they have time which is available today. So let's say they can take 5:30, it's the next available time. They can select some service. Let's say haircut, and they can select barber or not select barber. It really doesn't matter, because since they block the time, system will assign barber by itself at the moment when it's booked, not later, but just right now. So I click check-in, and here I put my name. I can also add emails or phone, just to receive notifications, but it's optional. And I book. So it congratulates me. And now if I go to a page with a queue, page which is supposed to be open on a TV screen, you can see now that there is a list of barbers, there is a timeline, red line here. And also my appointment, which I just created through self-check-in kiosk, appeared here. So I just need to wait like 25 minutes to get my hair cut. So next. If we go back and check solution number 2, which is more classic queue, it also has one big button, and it looks pretty similar. But you can see there are no time options here, so you select service, maybe with add-ons, You may or may not select barber. It's up to you. Actually up to client. And I click check-in. So basically same thing. I also put my name here. And I add some email. And I click book. And the system gives me a number. So it congratulates that I added to the queue, and it gives me a number. This is my reference number in the queue. So if we now go back here, basically nothing yet appeared on the screen because it's not an appointment yet. And here we added a new feature to the screen, which is called queue. If you call on it, it opens you a list of waiting clients. So at the moment it's pretty empty. We have one client waiting for service. One. So let's keep it open and go back and check in one more client just to have more guys to test. Let's click check in. Let's call John. Book. Okay, number 2. Book again. So I'm just creating a few clients to show you different features because I need more than 1 or 2. Okay, number 3. Let me add one more. Check in. Let's call them somehow. Okay, number 4. So at the meantime, on your TV screen, the queue gets updated. So we have already client 1, 2, 3 waiting in the queue. So now how you can, and number 4 just appeared. So next, how to manage this queue from Barberly. So if we go to Barberly and switch to work, we have 2 links here, walk-in appointments and walk-in queue. Walk-in appointments, it's the one for the first app which we created. Appointments. So here walk-in appointment was created, it's the one which I showed you at the beginning. And next is walk-in queue. So walk-in queue has 3 basically tables. You can see our clients 1, 2, 3, 4, which are waiting clients. They are waiting in the queue. System shows how long they wait, so 2 minutes, 1 minute, or when they checked in, current status for them is waiting. We also have in progress table here, so no one is in progress. And completed clients, also no completed clients. So if we click on this guy, it shows basically client with the contacts. We can call client to service, and location it's clear, team member. So at the moment when we are ready to call our first client, we would need to assign team member. So we'd select someone, let it be Nick. Services are selected, and what we want to do is basically call. Okay, maybe he waits outside. We click call client. So here we have a few options. Since this client doesn't have phone number, it doesn't suggest to send SMS, only email, but it's also optional. You can uncheck if you don't want to send email, but normally if you have phone and email, both options will be available and you can send this text to him. So I click call, confirm. So you see status changed in waiting client. He's still waiting, but he already called to service. And here we already have last called at time. And if we go back to the screen, you see on the TV screen, it already appeared that number 1 is called to proceed to Nick Williams to service, but service is not started yet. We can go back and maybe call another one. We call John. It says that I forgot to select team member first, so I select team member. Let's let he goes to Matthew. Now I call him. And if we go back here, it will change now. Yeah. So now we have 2 clients which are called and 2 clients which are waiting in the list. And let's say client number 1 came to us. So if I take him, I can now go here and click Start Service. So I started service. It now get updated. So we have waiting. That client was waiting 5 minutes in the queue, and service started at 5:11 p.m. And from this point, we already have some connected appointment for tracking. So if you go here, you see that what it does, it added already appointment because service started. The time it calculated is based on services duration, but if barber finishes early or later, it will recalculate this duration. Yeah, so if I go back here, what I can do already, I can check out this client or I can complete him. Yeah, and he appeared here in progress. So let's take another one and also start service for him. Yeah. So what we can do at the meantime, let's say some client came and he doesn't know how to use tablet. It's not a problem. You can just unqueue him from here. You click add to the queue. You try to search client by phone or last name. So let's say you select location if you have one or more. So you can already select a team member or you can do it later. Let's say I select Peter and this time. I select some services, basically very similar to what you do in appointment, and I click save. So we have client number 5 appeared in waiting list, and if we go here, it must appear quite soon. Yeah, number 5 arrived, and you see that we already serving a few clients here. Let's currently go back to waiting list, and let's say this Bill decided to skip. He doesn't want to wait, so he cancels. You can cancel from here. So you cancel appointment, and it will mark as cancelled, and will go to completed and cancelled table. So it appeared here, and he is not in the list anymore, number 4. So if we go back here, he is already removed from TV screen. Okay. Yeah, so at the moment we have Nick Williams in progress, just 2 minutes, not much. Yeah, it shows time in progress. So what we can do, we can complete. Actually, you can, I forgot to mention, you can always go back to waiting if you did it by mistake. I mean, if you started service by mistake. Yeah, maybe I will give him 1 more minute and can call this client to service. Okay, again forgot to select. Let's select this team member and call. Alright, so if I go back here, I can now complete service. So it's marked completed. It says completed at 5:15 p.m. and client is now moved to completed clients, and we have only 1 guy in progress, so we can call some next clients. And what we also can do, we can actually create checkout. So if I check out this client, it will take me to the payment page. Everything is already pre-selected. I just select payment method, price, and click pay. Yeah, so I already have $52 paid for the service, and if I now go back to our walk-in queue and open this client. I can also see payments that $52 were paid for this client. I can go back to see payment details. I can add more payment to same transaction. If client decided to bought something, I can add another one, another $10. And yeah, if I go back again, I already have 2 payments here. And if we go to our queue, you see that appointment time was recalculated. Of course, it's just for demo, so it's really small. In real life, it would not be that small, but at least it indicates that Nick Williams is already empty and he can call for client number 5. And yeah, basically that's it, our appointments, and not appointments, sorry, how walk-ins processing works. And what we also recommend, if you work with appointments and you want to avoid some overlaps, the best thing would be configuring some default time for appointments, minimum notice for appointments. So let's say the best practice probably is only accepting appointments in 12 hours in advance. What it means is that for today clients already can't book, they can only book for tomorrow. So at the end of the day you already know all appointments for tomorrow, and you can process walk-ins accordingly. So to configure it, you go to appointment settings in Barberly, and here you set appointment notice in minutes. Yeah, so 10 hours it would be like 600 minutes, for example, and you click save, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so here we stop our video, and if you have questions, just ask in comments, or as usual contact us on Barberly website.